Anthropic just did the craziest drop of the year. Claude can now literally control your computer from your phone. I'm not talking answering questions or generating files. I mean, it literally moves your mouse, clicks through your apps, types on your keyboard, opens your browser, and navigates to websites, completes entire workflows, has access to your desktop while you sit back and watch. This tweet from Claude's official account got over 45 million views in a day, and there's a reason for that. This is one of the biggest AI product launches of the year. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to set it up from scratch, show you what it can actually do with some real demos, and then I'm gonna tell you what not to do because there are some real security risks here that most people are gonna skip right past. So let's get into it. So first, what happened is Anthropic updated Claude Cowork and Claude Code with this new feature called Computer Use. So when you enable it, Claude can now interact directly with your screen. It takes screenshots to understand what's on your display, and then it physically moves the cursor, clicks buttons, types text, and opens files and switches between apps. And this isn't new. We did have this with Claude Cowork, but now you can do it from your phone and it has access to more things. So this new computer use capability, when you enable it, Claude can now interact directly with your screen. Basically anything that you would do with a mouse and keyboard, Claude can do now. Now, the smart thing Anthropic did is that they built a priority system. So when you give Claude a task, it doesn't just immediately start clicking around your screen and recording your screen and using that method. It first checks whether it has a connector tool that you need. So if you have Gmail connected, it's going to check first if it has the Gmail connector tool. Then if that doesn't work, it's going to try, for example, the Chrome browser connector. And then if all else fails, then it'll resort to the screen capture method, but it'll always try to take the fastest and more reliable path. And this works inside Cowork, which is the non-developer version of Claude that lets it work with your files and apps, and also inside Claude Code, which is the developer terminal, even though now it has a really nice GUI as well. But today we're going to focus on Claude Cowork because that's what most of you are going to use. So this is what you're going to need before we start. If you haven't used Claude Cowork yet, you are going to need a Mac. This is Mac OS only right now. Windows support is coming soon, but it's not there yet. I'm sorry. So then you're gonna need a paid Claude subscription. It works on Pro and it also works on Macs. I'm obviously on Macs because I am cracked at Claude Code, but unfortunately free accounts cannot use this feature. This is not sponsored. I'm just obsessed with Claude, okay? Just leave me alone. I'm sorry, I have an obsession. And third, you need the Claude desktop app. So not the website, not the mobile app, the actual desktop app. So this is where you can go to get it. I will leave the link below, and make sure you update it. If you already have the Claude Cowork app installed, you'll see in the little left-hand corner a prompt to update it. All right, so let's set this up. So you open the Claude desktop app and click on Claude in the top menu bar, then click Settings, scroll down, and you'll see a section called Computer Use under General. Toggle it on. Now it's going to show you some warnings. Read these. Seriously, it does tell you that Claude is going to take screenshots of your screen and it's going to move your mouse and type on your keyboard. And also tells you some things it does that you will not be able to undo. So these are actually important, but after you toggle it on, you need to grant two permissions. One is for accessibility and one is for screen recording. So click on accessibility one first. It'll open your system settings, toggle Claude on, enter your password, click modify settings, and then close that. Do the same for screen recording. And we are gonna go to Cowork, which is the middle option. We do have chat, we have Cowork, and we have code. But today we're gonna focus on Claude Cowork. I'm gonna do clean my desktop because my desktop is so bad. So if you do clean my desktop, it's gonna ask for a bunch of permissions. Obviously, you're gonna need to give it permission to do things. We're gonna talk about security risks in a second, but it's gonna look for the tools to do that. And then it's gonna ask me questions. I wanna organize it into folders, and I'm gonna have to give it access, so we're gonna allow it. Great. So as you can see, Claude is using your computer and it starts actually taking control of my computer, and you'll see this glowy orange whimsical vibe as it's doing things. So Claude is literally controlling my mouse for me right now. Look, ma, no hands. It's doing everything for me. And it was able to do clean my desktop before. This isn't a new thing, but now it can do so much cool stuff. So I'm really excited to share with you guys all the cool things I'm gonna do with it. But my favorite part is that I have to leave now in a second, and I can just leave my laptop here and continue from my phone. So that is the coolest part. Also, I can leave this running and I can do other tasks while Claude is using my computer. So I can go here to dispatch. You can work with Claude from your computer. As you can see, it's still using my computer, so I do want to use my phone. I'm gonna check keep awake, allow all browser actions, which is, we'll talk about security in a second. We will allow, and now what I have to do is just pair it with my phone. So I can use it from my phone, and I'm about to go on a little adventure. So I'm gonna show you all the cool things you could do while I'm out and about with my phone. What's extra cool is that now I can literally Claude code from anywhere. So I can dispatch anything to my laptop from my phone, which is life-changing for me because I'm literally always on the go. Let me show you a few ways that we can use it. Now you're all set up, and when you open Cowork now, you can start a task and Claude will ask for permission before accessing each app for the first time. So you'll see a pop-up that says something like, Claude wants to use Calendar, and you can click allow for this session. And after the first time, you can also toggle on allow all computer actions in the settings if you want to run it without asking every time. But I would hold off on that until you're comfortable and understand how it works. So inside the Claude app, you scan a QR code and pair it with your phone with the desktop, and then anything you type on your phone gets sent to Cowork on your computer, and your computer just needs to be on. And so you don't need to be at your desk anymore. This is genuinely cool for when you get ideas on the go. You can do anything on the go. So I'm gonna ask Claude what's on my Apple Calendar for today. Now I don't have a calendar connector set up, so Claude is gonna have to actually open the calendar app and read it from my desktop. Watch this. It asks for permission to use calendar. I click allow, and now it's literally opening the app, looking at my schedule and reading it back to me. That took maybe 15 seconds. Second demo, file organizations. I have the messiest desktop ever, so I'm gonna ask Claude to clean up my desktop. Like, as you can see, it's terrible. So Claude makes a plan, I review it, and it just executes it. It runs inside a virtual machine for the operations, so there's a layer of safety built into it. Okay, demo 3 is a multi-app workflow, and this is where it gets wild. I'm gonna tell Claude to open a photo I have on my desktop, break it into the Photos app, use the cleanup tool to remove a background, and then send the cleaned up version to someone on iMessage. So this is a multi-step workflow across multiple apps. Claude has to right-click the image, add it to the photo library, open Photos, find the image, use the cleanup tool, wait for it to process, then open my iMessages, click the right conversation, attach it, and send it. Does it work? Yes. Is it slower than doing it yourself? For sure. So the first few steps fly by, but it does slow down on the more complex bits. But the point is that it works and you don't have to touch anything. So that's really cool. And it's only going to get better. Like, this is the worst AI is ever really going to be. Now let's try something else. Okay, this is for sure the coolest demo because you know I love automations. So what you can do is you can have Claude open up apps like Keyboard Maestro or Shortcuts and set up automations for you. So you tell it to create a macro that runs at a specific time every day, and it'll navigate the interface, create the trigger, add the actions, you name it, and save it. And this is just like wild for people who know how useful these tools are but never bothered to use them. So the guy who made the Shortcuts app, I actually went to a dinner at Mission Control, which is a hacker house in San Francisco, the other night, and there are so many cool shortcuts you can make. Like, people don't understand the power of shortcuts, but I have so many shortcuts for different things. My favorite one is when I charge my phone, there's an animation and a sound that goes ooh, ooh, and people really just don't appreciate shortcuts. But you can now create these with Claude from your phone. Like, power here is insane, and I'm gonna talk about way more, but those are the main 4 easy demos that I can show you right now. Okay, let's get back to the office for the important section on what not to do. As an engineer, I cannot let you walk away from this video without understanding that there are risks, and that's why I brought Cybersecurity Girl over here. This is a research preview. It is not a finished product. So here's what you need to know. Computer use runs outside the sandbox. So when Cowork works with your files normally, it runs inside a virtual machine or your computer. That provides isolation. But when Claude uses computer use to interact with your actual screen and apps, it's operating outside of that sandbox. So it's interacting with your real desktop. That means if it clicks the wrong thing or sends a message to the wrong person or deletes something, like it asks for permissions, but it could still delete your folders or files, it might not be reversible. So super scary, and keep that in mind. Number 2, Claude takes screenshots of your entire screen to understand what's on your display. It needs to take screenshots, so it means it can see anything on your screen, your emails, your naughty sites, whatever is on your screen, your private messages, your documents, everything. Before you start a computer use session, make sure you do not have anything that you mind being leaked on your computer. Seriously, this is not optional. This is critical. Number 3 is prompt injection. People forgot that prompt injection is a real risk. Obviously, Anthropic is a huge company. They have a lot of cybersecurity people working there, but it's not foolproof, right? So they have defenses built against this. And actually, they report about a 99% success rate at blocking these attacks, but that still means roughly 1 in 100 attacks could get through. So when you are giving an AI system the ability to click on things and type on your computer, even a 1% failure rate really does matter. So keep that in mind. Number 4, be careful with scheduled tasks. So it's really cool that you can set up tasks that run on a schedule, like a cron job organizing your downloads every Friday. But scheduled tasks run without you watching. So if a prompt injection takes hold during a scheduled task, there is literally no human in the loop. There is no way to catch it. But do not do anything that sends messages or makes purchases or accesses sensitive data, obviously. So here's my security checklist. Follow these 3 rules. Create a dedicated working folder for Claude. Do not give it access to your entire documents folder or your home directory. Copy what you need into a working folder and let it operate there. I actually am using it on my old laptop that I factory wiped, and I have no sensitive data in there. That's what I would highly recommend, but I know not everyone has 2 laptops. This is the principle of least privilege, and it is the most important thing that you can do. Next, close sensitive apps before you use computer use. Close any of your banking tabs, your password managers, your sketchy sites, your investment platforms. All of that should not be there. Claude should not see that on your screen. Do not let Claude make purchases or financial transactions. It quite literally says it in their docs, especially like crypto platforms and things like that are blocked by default, but not all of them. And also review every plan before executing it. So when Claude presents a plan and a task, actually read it. Do not just click yes. Make sure that the steps make sense and everything looks good so that it does what it's expected. And use the app block list in your settings. You can literally add apps to a block list, so Claude is never allowed to access them. So add anything sensitive like banking apps, crypto wallets, investment tools, your password manager. Also, do not use this for regulated work. Anthropic explicitly says cowork activity does not appear in audit logs, in compliance APIs, or data exports. So if you work in healthcare, finance, legal, or any like regulated industry, do not use this for your work. Also report anything weird. If they do something unexpected, there's a button in the app, or you can email Anthropic, because you are making Claude safer for everyone. Look, I've been in tech a long time, and I genuinely think this is one of the most significant AI product launches this year, other than OpenClaw, because we moved from AI that talks to you to one that does things for you to one that literally powers your entire computer. The accessibility implications alone are massive, but if you just want to be able to send a task from your phone, like I live a super chaotic life, I don't want to carry my laptop all the time. This is amazing because I can just go live my life and have my work be done on my laptop. But this is the engineer in me talking. Treat this the way that you would treat giving a new employee access to your computer on their first day. Start small, watch what they do, and then give them more responsibility as they earn your trust. So do not hand them the keys to everything on day one. And please be very careful when you approve a plan, because it almost deleted some of my files. And if you want to see more videos on Claude and what you can actually do, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to be pushing this thing to its limits over the next few weeks and sharing everything that I find. So if you've already tried computer use, drop a comment below and let me know your favorite use case for it, because I always love to hear what you guys are doing with it. And if this video helped you, hit that like button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.